Welcome to the Chicha Show, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have the pleasure to sit down with a multi-talented, young, energetic, smart, gorgeous, and vibrant artist, Maria.
What an
You're a
introduction! Thank
filmmaker,
you.
right?
I am. I am a
You're
filmmaker. Yeah.
welcome. You're welcome. All right, so we're gonna go straight into it. Let's talk about it. At what age did you start your first drama school?
I was 10, turning 11 when I first started doing, and that was like on stage drama, like theater.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was pretty early, right?
Yeah, it was like the passion really started really like early on. So
You have been an actress on stage and an actress on the screen as well, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and so how would you describe the difference between being an actress on stage and an actress on screen?
That's hard. I think that they both possess such awesome qualities, but I think I really like how intimate it is, for example, like being on the screen, because you have like different kind of like angles where you can take the same kind of emotion. So that way you get to dive a little bit deeper with your character, is my experience. Whereas like on the stage, in my experience, we've often like mixed it with musical numbers and this great show and just like this extravagant setup.
Yeah.
And that really brings it's a really special feeling, like sharing those 6 or 3 or 8 months like rehearsing for a theater show like with people. That's a really really unique feeling. So I think the difference is really that it's like how you portray the story. So it's a lot more extravagant and it's a lot more like out there. You're always told to, like, when you say your line or when you sing your song or your solo or ensemble or whatever, you have to be able to like reach the back end of the theater so that everybody is like able to see the story unfold. Whereas on camera, it's a little bit more subtle, it's a little bit more intimate, and you get to see a character from another angle. I think that's like the biggest difference, like in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Wow. That's a big contrast right there. I didn't really like see it that way. But it's great. It's great. So we know you're an outstanding actress, right? With a lot of working experience and education from prestigious schools such as the New York Film Academy and many more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you maybe tell us what inspired you to choose this kind of career path?
It's funny because I never, like, I don't have a set time where like the dream started. I just remember always wanting to do it and wanting to do, like, to be in the creative industry or the entertainment industry. So I don't really like remember what like sparked it per se, but I think the way that you get to express yourself and get to know yourself, and you get to like push yourself in areas that you don't get to in like other industries, I think that's a huge like motivation for me. And then just it's I once heard this quote that actors are just like kids who never really got to grow up, because essentially if you like boil it down to its essence, you're just kids playing around,
Yeah.
because you're in these fictional universes and it's all play and it's all fun.
Yeah.
And I love that spirit of it. That's, yeah, I think
That's
that's what's sparking it in me.
Yeah. So there weren't any individuals in your immediate environment who like inspired you to choose this direction?
No, I don't really have any family members who did stuff like this.
No?
It came from me, all of it.
Wow.
Yeah. I think actually like the only family member, my granddad,
Yeah.
who passed away when I was like a young kid. He was like a sound guy. So that like he passed that on to my dad, who passed it on to me. So like sound and production, like, but that's musical.
Yeah.
But acting and film, that was all me.
Okay. Wow. So you're the first to do it.
Yes, in my family I am. Yeah.
Okay. I see. I see. Amazing. Another one of your talents is singing, and you're a musician, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. At what age did you start writing and singing music?
I started like singing and creating the music when I was 7 or 8 years old. I have like lyrics at home from when I was 7 or 8. So yeah, that was like already way back then.
Wow.
Yeah.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
It's like people going to play soccer, right? At that early age. So you had already chosen, okay, I wouldn't be playing handball, no volleyball. it's in
Yeah.
this direction.
Yeah, it was like really early on that like I was set on what I wanted to do. That
Yeah.
was like I just knew from day one. So yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And you've had like both private and choir training. Is
Yeah,
that?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah. One of your tutors is Nana Catherine Larson.
Yeah.
She's also a musician, singer, songwriter, right?
Yeah.
And she taught you for like from 2016 to 2019
Yeah.
at Anna Rosing Institute.
Yeah. So she was like a student at that institute, and
Yeah.
then she I was like under her wing for that like amount of time, and then like she was very good at like including me in like the ways of the institute. So it was like kind of like getting the best of like both her private teaching and then getting to also meet Anna Rosing, who like
Mm,
founded the institute, I
okay.
believe. Yeah.
And there you did learn how to play the guitar and piano, you say?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. And how were you at the instruments? Were you good?
That's subjective. Um hmm. I really enjoy it, and I think that it definitely like goes up and down
Yeah.
in the sense that sometimes filmmaking is going to take all of my time and attention, and then when I was a bit younger, music was what took all of my time and attention, and it goes up and down, and if I ever need that skill for like a certain purpose, I'll like keep on developing it. But right now I'm like at a stage with instruments where like I use it for my original music, and I'm like I know what I need to know for the stage that I'm at right now. So if I'm good, I don't want to like call myself good, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm yeah, I'm where I'm supposed to be. I feel like yeah.
You know what you need to know. Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
I see. Cool. So, which singing method did you learn, and what was the purpose for this?
Like through the years, I've been so lucky to like be introduced to multiple kind of techniques, but I feel like the Anna Rosing is I had students afterwards where I was like became the teacher, and one of the things that like the purpose of that entire technique with Nana was really to like ground yourself in your body, because kind of like if you're an athlete, you focus like your attention on like, building your body mass and your strength, and you're really like getting into it as like strength, and it's a muscle, and it's that kind of view of it. And what was so good about Anna Rosing was that that was kind of like the same view. Like I got a breakdown at like 14 years old of the entire anatomy of like the throat. So I knew
Wow.
exactly what muscles were tense and what muscles needed like relaxing, and why I did each exercise or warm up technique that I did. So the point of that was really like to get to know yourself and find what they call like the ground voice, like your inner voice. That's why that one's definitely my favorite of the
I'm
ones
sure
I've
you
been taught.
guys did call it the core voice.
The core voice. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you did your research. I
Of
love
course, of
that.
course.
The core
I
voice.
took my
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
before inviting you. Like I said, I always like I'm able to spot like a talent
Oh, I'm so glad.
before before inviting them.
Yeah.
People that I bring on the show, they always have something special to say. And with you, you could actually blend singing, acting, and filmmaking, right? So
Yeah.
that's great about you. And you guys did learn the core voice. How would you define that for people who do not know it?
Hmm. That is hard. That is a hard question. Your core voice is like per my definition and how it felt to me, is that it's your most real, authentic, and relaxed voice. So people possess a lot more vocal power than they think they do.
Yeah.
And by targeting the right muscles and treating your body and your muscle well, you can really like gain a lot of that volume, and like if you access this core voice. But it really is demanding that you get to know yourself, that you ground yourself. Sometimes before singing lessons, I remember I would show up, and then she would ask me like, how was your day today? Have you had any worries this week? Like, how is your body just overall?
Yeah.
So I think that's like how I would define the core voice. It's the voice that is most authentically and healthy. You.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And around the same time, you also started training with another tutor who's a Royal Opera singer
Yeah.
by the name of Ola Jensen, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. What was the purpose for this, and why did you choose to have like multiple tutors?
I think it's always good to have like multiple like set of eyes on your art and your like your progress.
Yeah.
like specifically with Ula, that was for an audition. What was that for? That was for, I think it was admission to a drama school. I'm not entirely sure, but it was like with Nana, it was just like bettering my voice altogether. But with Ula, it was like a set purpose. I don't remember quite what it was,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was like she had this on stage experience that Nana didn't have. So like people are good at different things, and like I always would recommend like going different directions. Yeah.
So you usually use her for your when you need like specific advice to be on stage then.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Some of your singles is like what are some of your singles? Lazy Cigarette, Underneath a Stranger's Eye.
Yeah.
Those are good ones.
They're quite old.
Yeah.
My newest one is Let It Drip. Which there's this thing called Kayak, and it's kind of like this contest where you like admit your music. That's like the newest single, and it's a lot more me because Lazy Cigarette and Underneath a Stranger's Eye that was my debut, if you will. So I was still like finding out who I was as like an artist and what my sound was, and yeah, I feel I love them. They're my babies. Obviously, it's my music, but yeah, they're old.
They're a little bit old.
They're a little bit old.
All right.
Yeah, said with all love for them.
Okay. Just pick one of your favorite songs and give us an acapella.
Oh no!
Come on, pick one of your favorites. Your favorites.
My favorite, like released one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone you prefer?
Oh my god. Well, I would have to say "Let It Drip." I think.
Okay.
And you want me to like do it a cappella?
Yeah, give us an acapella.
Just like the chorus.
Yeah, any part you prefer, like a few bars or something.
Okay.
One line.
I haven't even like warmed up or anything.
They're gonna understand. You guys are gonna understand.
Be kind,
All
be
right.
gentle out there. There's the bridge that I quite like. I can't find a body so divine as yours. Oh, I'll let it drip, drip down the body so sensual. Yeah, that was like the bridge into the chorus.
Guys, this is exactly how I felt it when I listened to the songs Lazy Cigarette and Underneath the Stranger's Eye. It was just the the instruments, the lyrics, just perfect.
Thank you. It's very kind of you.
Wow. Dope. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
From oh man, we don't have a studio here, but this is awesome. All right, so you also have an unreleased demo called "Beloved Home," right?
I do. Oh yeah, you found that one. You had to dive deep for that one.
Yeah. I've seen it. I've gone to every nooks and cranes, you know.
Yeah.
It's actually fantastic. It's a fantastic one, but you haven't released it though. When are you planning to make it official?
I'm not really planning to make it official, actually.
No?
The thing is, I like every single thing on that song I did myself. So it means I wrote the song, I did the vocals, wrote the lyrics, I produced it in Logic Pro X.
Yeah.
Like I did every single thing myself, which is why it's a little bit rough because I think how old was I? 15, 16?
Yeah.
I don't know. 14?
Wow.
13? I don't know. It's been a long time since I made that song. And I love that song, but today I have a team behind me that helped me with my EP that's coming next year.
Yeah.
And like they helped me make Let It Drip and stuff like that because they have other like they're just better at producing.
Yeah.
So I'm not really planning on releasing it because that's like I did everything myself, and that's you can hear that it was like my bedroom childhood studio. But I'm really glad you like it because I like it. But
no.
it's just not.
The thing is, whenever I listen to music, right?
Yeah.
I try to find the message behind it.
Yeah.
I try to put myself in this person's place.
Yeah.
Like where were they when they were singing?
Yeah.
You know? No, put it down. It's good. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit down.
Like this?
So they can see your face.
Oh.
No,
See
your
my
face.
pretty face.
Yeah. You know, I always try to like understand where was this person's mind at. You know, what are they trying to say?
Yeah.
You know, because it's very important that we as the consumers, we understand our artists,
For sure.
and not just like criticize them. Oh, the sound was off. Oh, that was off. It doesn't sound as professional as the other person, because people are actually going through something,
Yeah.
and they're trying to like um, ask for to share a message, So that's what I always try to understand whenever I listen to music. And what I wanted to just ask you is as well is who's the target audience for Beloved Home?
I wrote that song at a point in my life where things weren't looking too good.
I could hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the target audience is um maybe people who can relate on
Yeah.
some level. Wow, I did not expect to be talking about that song today. But it's like a pleasant surprise. Yeah, I think people who relate, people who don't relate, people who I think people like who look for the message in songs, because when I was younger, like like the roots of my songwriting was very much like, do I have lyrics that
Yeah.
are interesting and that like suck people into my universe, like my lyrical universe.
Yeah.
So it's a compliment to like 14-year-old Ida that you're like noticing that.
Of course, of course,
Yeah.
of course. You're welcome. And what I just you said you were at a place where you weren't so comfortable in life. So what was the idea behind its conception? What was the message you wanted to let the people know?
I have to like take myself back to like my childhood room. I think the concept of it was, like beloved and home. It's the words you kind of have like associations with it, and I just didn't feel very comfortable in my own home at that point. Like growing up, I went through some stuff that weren't ideal for a child to like deal with. So
What are some of these kind of things?
I mean, some like mental illness in my family, for example, and just general like a lot of responsibility that I still do therapy for today. Like I've been in therapy since I was 9 or 10, and I'm in my 20s now, and I still do it like on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was hard, and music was like my therapy. So I think the message of it was like me wanting to like tell my story and like express how I felt. I don't think there was like a certain message kind of thing, but it was like an expression of how I felt.
Yeah.
And music was like my lifesaver. I actually that was fully my lifesaver when I was a kid.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in depth again later.
Yeah.
Right. But let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. So how do you with all this going on, right? You're also a student at the Copenhagen Film and Photography School?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. A lot
And
of
how do you manage to find time to study amongst all of these responsibilities you have?
See, that's actually something I'm asked a lot. And I don't know. I think if anyone, because having a busy schedule is definitely a possibility if you do it right.
Yeah.
So I think getting to know yourself is so goddamn important. And it's willing to sacrifice. I haven't, like, I work to afford my school. I work like 2 jobs on the side. I never complain about night shifts. I have night shifts every single weekend. I don't go out. I used to go out a lot and I enjoy like a night out. I had to sacrifice that though. I mean, yeah.
At 20.
At 20, yeah. That's not a priority of mine. I have other priorities that I've had since I was a kid. And every time like I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't want to go to work today. I don't want to go to school today. Like I work night shifts. I'm tired. Like I always think to myself, Ida, 8 years old, like Maria, 8 years old, she wanted this and she deserves that. Like she deserves it. You had like, it's her I'm working for. Like she is at the back of my head all of the time. I'm doing it for her.
Yeah.
Because that was my childhood dream. And I'm not one to tell my childhood self that that's not a possibility.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to tell little Ida that she can't do what she wants to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So priorities, getting to know yourself and your boundaries, and being really passionate about it. It's easier to work hard on something you're passionate about. That's like my top 3 advice for
Yeah.
managing a busy schedule.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of great advice, guys.
Real advice.
Coming from a young girl like this.
Yeah.
She mature though. She mature. But she's smart, like we said in the introduction, right? You guys are getting it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like an open book when it comes to this. I'm always willing to help other people. And like,
Mhm.
yeah, I want to see everybody succeed. Yeah, I want to see people succeed.
Nice. So, what we just moving on from there, what we wanted to know is how do you finance the studies? You're saying you're working. Do your parents also like support you as well with the
I'm very
bills?
fortunate that my parents do chip in.
Yeah.
I don't come from a family where they have the money to pay for everything.
Yeah.
So actually what I've been doing is I live at home still, which is like also another sacrifice because I know a lot of people my age and people in my class are moving out or already moved out.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing it like as an investment, so that's okay for me. But I'm very, very lucky. I work 2 jobs. I work night shifts. I do freelance. I just had a singing student, like a student who I like taught for some money, and
Yeah.
I don't buy anything I don't need. I live on a tiny budget, and I mean tiny budget.
Yeah.
I used to be so broke that I actually would ride the. If the government is watching, close your ears. I used to, every time I would get the chance for like months on end, I would travel like without a ticket for the train because that was too expensive for me. So like that's how broke I was. Also because I don't really like to get money from my family. Like if you want money, you work for it. If you want results, you work for it. That's how that works.
You
That's how
didn't
I was
want to
raised.
ask your mom or dad about money or anything.
I did. So I paid for 75% of my school and my dad paid for the rest, but that's a loan. So I'm going to pay for 100% of it. It's kind of like I'm like, yeah,
But why do you want to take a loan from your dad though?
like instead of just getting the money.
Yeah.
Because that's not the person I am.
Uh,
I was my childhood like financially was very like up and down, and I want to prove to myself and to the people around me that I can do what I set myself like to do. And I don't know. I just don't like it. Like I want to prove that I can work hard and that I will work hard for me and my dreams.
oh.
So they like my parents offered to pay for a lot of the things, but I was like, no, that's not how I want to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's amazing, guys. You know, when I listen to her speak, this is just like me speaking to myself,
Oh.
you know, and it just like resonates a lot. Like, this is exactly how I always like saw myself like picturing things, you know, and this is how I did grow up as well, you know.
Yeah.
So you saying all of that is like, you know, it's a lot of valuable tips for people who are also young, you
Yeah.
know, because you at this age sacrificing not going out to the club every night, you know, a lot of 21-year-olds, 22, 23, you know, they want to party every weekend.
Yeah.
You know, they want to squander their whole budget, you know, on drinks and
Yeah.
parties. You know, that's the life you live at that age, right?
Yeah.
But for you to actually be saying you're on a tiny budget, you're doing freelancing, you got a student you're helping, you know, you got movies that you want to be taking part in, singing as well. You know, it's like setting you up to be financially free by the age of 30.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah.
I hope that I'm going to. I'm not going to say I hope. I'm going to make
Yeah,
a living
you're
out of
going
this
to.
industry.
Yeah,
I'm going to. With
exactly.
this, yeah, for sure. It's going to take time and it's going to take a whole lot of patience, but it's going to happen. I'm going to succeed on some level. I just know it.
Exactly. That's the mindset we want to promote on the Chit Chat show, guys.
Yeah.
You know, people, you know, one thing that I got to say is I love being around young people who are hustlers, period, right? Young people who are ready to conquer the world, you know, and I'm so proud of young people who are actually having the right mindset to pursue their dreams and to have the right mindset to keep on motivating and staying disciplined until they achieve their goals, right? So if you do have such people around you, always encourage them, always motivate them, always ask them how they're doing and try to support them. All right. So that said, we're gonna put all of our links in the description. You know, I think you have your CV on Facebook as well.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna put her Facebook link on the description too. So if you are a film producer or you have a music where you need like a choreographer or dancer, right? Maria is a person. Contact her as well, right? She's a multi-talented artist, dancing, singing, and acting, right?
Mostly singing and acting. I actually haven't danced since I was a little bit younger.
Okay.
I really want to like take it up again though. I really miss dancing. I really do. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
All right.
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks for coming, Maria.
Yeah, of course. I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So how are you? Let's begin.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm
Are you great?
awesome.
That's
good. How's life going? How's life going for you these days?
Life is going good. Life has its ups and downs. And yeah, like I would say overall, I'm doing really good. I'm making little me proud, and that's what's most important.
That's what's most important.
It is.
So you're gonna say you're happy at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, because that's what matters, you know.
Yeah.
You always gotta be happy in life. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's your mental health? Let's go back to the original question where we were.
Yeah.
Because you were telling me something about mental illness. So how's your mental health then?
My mental health is that's a hard like thing to talk about, because I think we live in a culture and a society that is so open and inviting to like different types of people, which is awesome and so amazing. It's just I don't think I've quite made peace with the fact that like I'm playing by different rules than other people. So, you know, constantly doing therapy, constantly challenging myself, constantly holding myself accountable is it's again, ups and downs all of the time. I'm at a place where like I got the hang of it, and I have like control over it. But that wouldn't be without so much support from my friends and my family. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. And talking about the mental health issue, you said some of your family members were also like mentally ill or something?
Yeah, so it's not really something that is very much talked about in my family. Again, kind of like a first mover, but we do have some genetic kind of like diagnoses and stuff like that kind of runs in the family. Again, that's like what I'm having a hard time making peace with it. I really, really am. And I would say that's one of the things I'm struggling most with for the past like couple of years. And that I probably will be for the next many, many years. I know people are referring to their mental illnesses as like their superpower, and it's like making them unique. Is just I haven't really felt that yet. I've really just like felt that it was a struggle, and but again, like I grew up like this, and and I'm here, and I'm good
You're
today.
thriving.
I'm trying the best I can, and that's really all I can ask of myself. So I'm happy with that. And
I think the first step to every situation is the awareness, right?
Exactly.
Knowing where you are located in the problem,
for sure.
and then finding the right steps to overcome it, right?
For sure, yeah.
And do you usually talk about this a lot with your mom, your dad?
I do, yeah. I once had this like manager type thing where we once talked about like the second that I went public with my music, for example, like what would I want the public to know and what would I want just like it's like the difference between personal and private. So personal is yeah, that's for the discussion. That's for like the debate, and for people who are seeing this, or people who follow me on social media or whatever. Like that's, they can know the personal stuff, but the private stuff, like the real
Yeah.
gnarly stuff, that's for my mom and my dad, and for my friends, and for my therapist and stuff like that. I do believe that the conversation is extremely important.
Yeah.
So I make sure to like talk about it, and,
Okay.
and to
Okay.
like handle it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
But
sure.
yeah, I just needed to ask, if you, because some people are actually going through these kind of things with the mental illness and stuff, depression and all of that, but they don't have someone to talk about it with.
Yeah.
So just needed to make sure you're all good.
Yeah, no, for
You're
sure. If anyone like
set up.
out there is watching and they don't have anyone to talk to, I believe there's something called Headspace in Copenhagen,
Yeah.
where like you can get like no strings attached. I also believe free like just conversations with people who are there to like help you.
Okay.
So yeah, like go Google headspace.dk or .com or something. That's I heard that my friends have really good experience with them.
Okay. Headspace.
Headspace.
All right, guys. So where are you from again?
I'm from right outside Copenhagen.
Yeah. Where is it?
I was born in a little town called Nerum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Know about it.
Yeah, like a little. We don't even have like a train station. It's
Yeah.
very like small. Yeah.
So you need a car or bike to
Yes.
actually leave the.
Yeah. Buses primarily. Yeah.
So I think the bus is probably moving like once every hour.
Exactly. Exactly. That was the area I grew up in.
Oh man. So how old are you for the viewers?
I'm 20 years old as of today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And are you in a relationship?
I'm not. No.
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 You're single.
I'm single.
And there are no guys like in your DMs or your surroundings who are like hitting on you constantly?
There are. Yeah. Yeah, guys and girls. If for anyone watching wanting representation, I'm actually bisexual, so I've had like relationships with like both men and women, but there are people like reaching out for sure. It's just not really
Okay.
something I have a lot of time for right now. Again, priorities. I have time, and I've been like, I don't know. Yeah, there are people like reaching out. It's just not a priority right now.
You've been like in relationships in the past.
I have, yeah. I have. So yeah.
But at the moment, you're busy with your goals. You want to achieve something.
Yeah.
Before.
I mean, if the right partner like came along, I would absolutely be open. It's just that the dating culture today is awful. So like, I don't have time for that.
Talk about that. That's dating and relationships these days is. It's a whole topic, guys. If we get into it today,
we could be sitting here for hours.
It's for the panel. Guys, watch our panel shows, all right? Because on the panel, with multiple guests, we do talk about more topics like the dating and relationship kind of things, right? So do not miss our panel shows. So are you planning to have kids someday?
Right now, no.
No.
I'm a career woman first. If I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
I also think, how do I like put that into words? I think due to my own childhood, I think that there are other ways to live your life as an adult than being a parent. Yeah. But maybe like when I'm 35, I'll change my mind. I don't know. But right now, no.
I think you're still 20.
I'm 20.
Let it be when you're 30.
Yeah.
And then you can make at my age, and then you can make a real mature decision if you want to have kids or not.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's going to happen spontaneously.
Maybe. Oh my God. Wear condoms, guys. Yeah, do that. Take your birth control.
All right. Do you have any siblings?
I do. Yeah, I have 3 biological sisters, and then a sister who isn't biological, but she's my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who you are. And I love you. I love all of you. All of my sisters.
Cool. How close are you with your family?
I'm quite close. Yeah, I'm blessed to be very, very close with my family.
Okay. That's good. And who are you closest to?
I think I speak with certain people about certain topics,
Mm-hmm.
and I like bond with certain family members over some things, and like I kind of like separate it like that.
Mm.
Um, so I don't think there's necessarily anyone who I'm like by definition closer to.
Okay.
It's more like, yeah, I love them all very much, and yeah, it depends on like what we're talking about, I guess, because some of my family members know a lot about me in some areas, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I see. So let's just before we wrap up the topic of your childhood and family, um, what's the most traumatic experience you've ever had in your life?
Hmm. Um. Unfortunately, there's been a lot. Um. I. Oh my God. Well, I was once sexually assaulted. So I was attempted raped. Which was an insane thing.
Yeah.
It was at a time in my life where I did not have my priorities in order. And yeah, hmm, that was a very dark couple months of my life. I remember going home after it, and you know that feeling deep in your stomach where you're like something is wrong, something is
Yeah.
off, like so off.
Yeah.
And so I just went home and I literally lied in my bed for 3 days. I didn't leave my bed for 3 days.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I like fully, I couldn't, I don't know. I felt so beaten down. Um, yeah. So that was very scary.
Yeah.
That was very, very scary. I also wasn't I think I was 18 or something, 19, 18.
Yeah.
Um,
So it hasn't been so long.
It hasn't, no. It's still like kind of recent. I actually don't usually tell people. Like, it's not something that I'm like very open about usually because it still triggers some emotions in me.
Mhm.
And then a lot of like, yeah. I just think that it's important to some level. Like, I'll tell it. I'll say it. Um, Also as a kind of like survivor of it because I know that when I went through that, um, representation was really important. And the guilt that you feel, like all of the negative feelings that you feel in your body are so intense.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, oh my God, I'm getting like, that was like, yeah, it was so awful. It was so awful. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. I like remember sitting in my living room in my childhood home with like cops and detectives like on the other side of like the coffee table and just like having to explain it, and it was awful. It was really awful. It was so awful. Um so yeah, that was very traumatic.
Yeah.
Um
It is. It is.
yeah.
Rape in any sexual assault in any sense of it is usually very traumatic, and it leaves a long-lasting mark on especially when you're young. It leaves a long-lasting mark on the rest of your life.
Yeah, it really does.
And it's really sad. I
Yeah.
wouldn't wish that too on any of my um, sisters, because I come from a big family, with a lot of younger nieces and
Mm.
cousins, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody, even if I don't know you
Yeah.
or anybody on the street, it's it's something that I'm gonna always look at them like, oh my god, oh my god, what could I have done to help? What could I have done to help?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah. It is
it
some
is.
heavy shit.
It
It
is.
really is.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyways, so did you like how did you guys actually resolve the problem? Did you guys find the culprit,
No.
or you couldn't remember who it was? Or
The thing is, I do remember. I remember everything, and I reported it to the police, and then it got sent to, like, yeah, like it kind of like they were like, okay, we have like text messages where like they had a confession, which was insane that nothing more happened, but sent it in, told my side of the story. It was also right up to exam season in senior year of high school, so much was happening. So
yeah,
I was probably, yeah, I was probably 18.
yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, and I like, as I said, like I reported it, and they like put it forward to the next people that were gonna handle it, and
yeah,
nothing more happened. They were like, we don't have any evidence. I'm like, of course you don't. We were the only two people in the room, so of course you don't. But I think something really important my dad said is that I was sitting on the edge of my bed, was just sobbing, and yeah, I was awful. I was like, what am I gonna get out of like reporting it? And my dad was like, you have to stand up no matter what you think you're gonna get out of it. You simply have to like call out people and hold people accountable. So even if I didn't know what I was gonna end up with by reporting it, I still would have like been able to look back and say I put down my foot, and like you crossed my boundaries so far out that's like you did something illegal.
yeah,
And there was no doubt that that was illegal. Attempted or successful, like that was illegal what happened. And so he was like, for the sake of the next girl this person is with, or for the sake of people who are afraid to step their foot down, you have to do this. You have to like set an example. And I was like, you're right. I have to set an example. So yeah, really important and wise words from my dad.
mm. Wow,
Yeah,
guys, did you have any therapy for it
I
after
did.
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tons.
okay, awesome. Well, but what's good is that you actually moving on, right? You're able to carry on with your activities,
Yeah.
and you're being a better person, you know,
Yeah.
because some people are going to stay stuck, that's going to be a very huge depression for probably the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what actually made you become bisexual?
No. I've been into girls since I was 8 years old. I had my first girl crush when I was 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that
So it's
that
been
came
a.
along with like the guys.
All right.
Yeah.
I was just curious if that's maybe because some people after these kind of incidences, they actually don't want to associate a lot with men or
Yeah.
women, depending on who assaulted them,
Yeah.
and then they kind of like switch their preferences.
Yeah. I don't really think you can like fully switch your preferences, as it's like biological of like like sexual attraction is like,
No, not switch, not
yeah.
fully switch, but just like they don't want to have anything to do with that other
Oh
sex
yeah,
for a
for
while.
sure.
Yeah, you
Oh
know.
for sure. That's, yeah, I felt that. I was like, yeah.
hmm Okay. So, what are your plans for the future? Moving on, the next 5 years.
Oh my god, the dreaded question. What is your 5-year plan?
5 year plan, exactly.
Um, I don't have a set plan. I think I will go where the wind takes me. Um, I'm gonna hold on to my values and my ambitions and my dreams, and trust that the universe is gonna direct me in the right direction, down the right path.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm hoping sooner than later that I will make a living out of doing these creative things. Yeah, but I don't have a set plan.
Mm.
Yeah,
But one plan that's for certain is that you're gonna release an EP next year.
that is for certain. Yes,
At least
that's
we
like
should
a
have talked
1-year
about that.
plan.
That's one
Yeah,
of your 5 year plans. Release my EP.
yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, for sure.
How many songs are gonna be on the EP?
It's gonna be 3 or 4, maximum 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
And do you guys already have like a date when you wanna do this?
like an idea of when we want to release it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking. I don't know how much I can reveal actually.
No, just a month or something. You just let us know a month.
Like spring, summer 25.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
while away. Stay tuned.
Spring, summer. All
Like
right.
spring, summer 25-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when it gets released, you're always welcome to come here. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Come and talk about the music.
Yeah, for sure.
Give us another acapella, guys.
Oh my
You want to
god.
listen to another acapella?
For sure. I'll always do acapella for you. Always.
It is one thing to have a singer who can sing, and it is another thing to have a singer who has actually trained their voice,
Yeah.
who has actually studied the voice, like you said,
Yeah.
had education for it.
Yeah.
So it is two different things. And for you, you are on the path where you've actually studied it and you're doing it.
Yes.
So guys, I'm already excited. Her songs, she says most of her songs are old songs, but I felt like she had the talent to do better things. So if you're having a production crew, I'm expecting nothing but professionalism
Yeah, for sure.
and the best. Kendrick Lamar level.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Well, if you're
Kendrick
listening,
Lamar
Kendrick,
level.
give me a call. Let's collaborate.
All
I
right.
would love to.
Kendrick Lamar level. That's what I'm expecting next year. All right. We all know you're a fantastic actress, right? And with the millions of actresses who are around in the world, and everyone has their own special touches,
Mm.
how do you sell yourself, and how do you deal with people that you've never worked with before? Do you actually even sell yourself, or you have like a team, like a manager or something?
No, so I only have a team music wise. So everything on the film and acting, like in that area, I do everything myself.
Yeah.
That's a hard question. I think, of course, you have to some extent to sell yourself. Like, for example, my website,
Yeah.
you have to make yourself like doing these interviews,
Yeah.
putting yourself out there.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then going the extra mile and really being interested in the story that you're about to tell, and remembering that there is a huge difference between being famous and being an actress.
Yeah.
Acting is a skill. It is a muscle that you train. It is an art form. Whereas being a movie star, there's a difference between being a movie star and an actress.
Yeah.
Those are two very different things.
So we all know not every day in office is a good day,
Yeah.
right? So what are some of the most difficult moments that you can remember since you started working as an actress or model or singer?
Every rejection was really hard. Some rejections were worse than others. I remember, how am I gonna talk about like without spoiling the series? But I went to a casting for a series, and then I got a call back, and I got another call back, and it was a really good and really well known director and a team of incredibly talented people. And I just felt like this job, like I want this more than anything. Like I was like, I can taste this job. This job is mine. Like I don't think I've ever wanted a part so bad in my life. In like my 10 years of acting, I've never wanted anything so bad.
Yeah.
And that specific rejection, to this day, I'm not over that.
It hits the core.
To the core, man. So the rejections, that's awful. That's so humbling every time. Yeah.
I can just imagine, guys. And I think this kind of rejections usually come at the moment when you need things the most, right?
Exactly. Oh my God. The universe knows how to like time it.
Yeah. To test.
So yeah, to really like test you.
Yeah. If you're gonna quit or no.
Exactly. Like how far are you willing to take your patience? Like you're gonna be tested continuously.
Yeah.
Still mad to
I
this day.
totally understand you. It's a similar thing for me too in sports,
Yeah.
So how do you deal with these challenging moments? Of course, let's also look at it also with like difficult colleagues, Do you have like some special tricks, when things are like tough like this?
I think that's my tips in general for the industry. Remember not to get too don't obsess about comparing yourself to others. And that is such a classical advice. Like everyone's heard that. But I saw a quote on like, was it Instagram or Pinterest or Reddit, like some random platform
Yeah.
that said like diamonds are made under pressure, but um bread dough rises when you let it rest, and the
Mm-hmm.
same water that hardens the egg softens the potato. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
really, and that's why it's so goddamn important that you get to know yourself.
Yeah.
You get to know your boundaries. You get to know, like, today I need a rest day. Today I cannot perform today.
Yeah.
Like, or like you have your priorities in order.
Yeah.
That is how you're going to get through those really difficult days. Because trust me, there have been so many days where I've been like, I'm going to quit. I'm done. This was it. I really did everything I possibly could. I'm done. I'm not getting results. It's not like, it's not moving. I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Um, and then you just have to hold yourself up.
Yeah.
That like there is no trick.
And
There's
show up the
no
next day.
shortcut. Like, be disciplined, set specific goals, work so hard till you like faint in your bed at night.
Mm-hmm.
Work so hard. Sacrifice. All of those things.
Sacrifice, guys.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
That's how you're gonna get through those times. Yeah.
I think like life is all about sacrifices, though.
It is.
To achieve some of the greatest things in life, you're actually sacrificing one thing or the other, whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so let's talk about film, right?
Mm.
What are some general tips and tricks you can give to people to create film on a low budget?
Be confident in your idea. Be confident in your idea and make sure that you embrace collaboration. That's actually some of the most important feedback that I got when I
Yeah.
was like at my school right now. I actually talked to my teacher today about embracing collaboration. Be open to collaborating with other people. Don't be too stubborn in your own ideas, because people are going to bring all these amazing things from their own universes. So be open to collaboration for sure. And then, two, have a story that you believe in, because it's not necessarily, for example, when we like analyze movies or films or scenes or whatever in class, a lot of it is not going to be, oh, this movie like was so high budget and yada yada yada. We're going to be looking at the story. Are you telling me a good story? Am I entertained?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the best movies in the world are not the most expensive ones. That is not how that works.
Okay.
So be realistic within your means, be open to collaboration, and remember to have a good story, because a good story never fails. And yeah, it is hard though, like making a low budget. That is hard.
Yeah, right.
And rather, it's, in my experience, it's better to take an extra month of preparation instead of going on set and shooting the movie because like you want it out. Like, spend an extra month preparing and
Yeah.
and work hard for it. Work hard. It's gonna be the golden work hard.
Mm.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're saying what the people have to take home is that they should be patient to produce the most quality content
Yes.
that can be done possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Patience, realism, like be realistic about what you can do with what you have.
Yeah.
Work with what you have is a golden sentence. Work with what you have. No matter what you have, you can get some sort of result out of it.
Mm.
Work with what you have.
Awesome. All right. Do you think some people can become very successful actors or actresses without having the amount of education like you did?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
That is possible.
Okay.
A lot of people are actually doing it, and are way more successful than I am.
So why didn't you choose that route?
We're getting into a little bit of an interesting topic. Luck, be at the right place at the right time. Nepotism is a huge part of this industry, and growing up without anyone to guide me, I had to do it myself. And the best thing that I could do, I think also the fact that everybody's journey is different. That is so important. There's no golden trick. There are no shortcuts. That is not how this industry works. But yeah, I mean, if your dad is an Oscar winner or your mom is an Oscar winner, you're going to have a benefit. Like, you're going to be a slight step ahead the rest of us.
Yeah.
So nepotism, that's a good one. And then just luck. Also, because the schools that I went to, they cost money.
Yeah.
And not everyone has access to that. So again, work hard. Just work hard. Google is free. Google is free. You can download like illegal copies. I'm not gonna like tell people to, but you can find a lot of things on Google. You can go to your local library, read the books from the great masters of acting. I did that. Like, I bought books on Facebook Marketplace for like, they were like half torn apart, but I was like, I have to know what's in that book.
Yeah.
Work with what you have. If you don't have any money, find something else. If you really want to go that route, you're gonna find a way. Yeah.
But you didn't choose it.
No, I didn't. I was fortunate enough where
Okay.
I could choose education. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. I know there are a lot of young girls watching, who are probably inspired by, your journey of singing, you being on stage countless times, and you being an actress as well.
Mm.
So, what is an advice that you love to share with them right now? What can they learn from you?
I knew you were gonna ask this question. I'm like, what would I have wanted to know when I was a little bit younger?
How did you know I'm going to ask a question?
Because I just know I just knew you were gonna ask that.
Is it a standard question?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
The worst part about this is that I've thought a lot about what I was gonna answer. I've like really put thought into it. Okay, good advice if you want to go the creative like way.
Yeah.
Like different advice and different tips are going to resonate with different people depending on like how old you are and where like in your journey you're at. But work hard, respect your own boundaries. As I said right before, diamonds are made under pressure, but bread dough rises when you let it rest. That is such a simple way of putting it, but people are different. You are different and you are unique and you have your own needs. I, for example, grew up where survival and just staying afloat was a priority, which means I have different things to bring to the table. Like, I have different stories to tell. Use your stories, use your experience. The best tip that I ever got, that was for songwriting by Nana.
Mm-hmm.
These are not rules. There are no rules. There are guidelines. I've taken some risks that were absolutely necessary. Not that they all paid off like how I wanted them to, but everything you hear, advice, even from me, everything you hear, that's guidelines. It's not set rules. Find your own journey and patience. That's something I'm working with every single day. I want things constantly to go faster and quicker, and I want results now, but patience, hard work, and respect your own boundaries. And set goals and be ambitious and prioritize what you want to spend your time on.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the best advice I can give, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. We're moving on to the next one. How do you spend your time when you're not working? Do you have any hobbies?
I have some pets. I have cats and a dog that I love very much. I have 3 cats. I'm a cat lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you spend your time running around with the cats in the apartment?
Yeah, and sleeping, running around with my cats. And then I make sure to like make time for my friends and family for sure. And then I love to, you know what? I love to lie back and watch a good like series or like a TV show or a movie. Like, just sit back and just do nothing. sometimes there's this Italian saying, dolce fa niente,
Yeah.
which means the sweetness of doing nothing.
Yeah.
That's good sometimes.
How many language can you speak?
I speak Danish and English, and then I do a little bit of Italian too.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Would you like to learn more languages?
I would, yeah.
Why didn't you start learning languages early?
Why I didn't or why I did?
Why you didn't?
Didn't. I tried to. I wasn't really that good at being in school. I had a little bit too much energy. I was just not focused.
Yeah.
I was also horrible at math. So it's like it was just not
Yeah.
it was just not my play school. But I think I grew up learning English and Danish like simultaneously. So that was a big gift. Like that was a huge thing. And then I like tried to expand my linguistic knowledge over the years with Italian, but it's only a little
because
bit.
I think at school there are always some extra foreign languages, right? Like German or Spanish or
Yeah.
You didn't have time for any of those.
I did. I just don't remember. I do.
You didn't pay attention to it. You were like, please, class is over.
No, yeah, exactly. No, I did not enjoy middle school. Middle school was hell. I felt like the older I got, the less cool I got. Like in the smaller grades, I was cool, like, you know. And then I reached middle school, and like popularity is something that you really think about a lot when you're like 12. And then I hit like the end of middle school and I was a loser. And then I got to high school and I was a goddamn loser. I really like, this is for all of you going to high school right now who are losers. I see you.
Yeah.
I was you. You're me. I'm you. You're me. I was a loser. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was not my scene.
So you preferred hanging out in the drama school and everything,
Yeah.
rather than staying in school to learn.
I was a goddamn loser in school. Yeah.
Good. Oh man. All right. So we had a part of our show which we call Get to Know Me Uncomfortably Well. Right? Get to Know Me Uncomfortably Well is just a little game of a few questions.
Okay.
You know. And you can actually use it to bond with the viewers, so someone can know like a few quick things about you.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you're ready, we're gonna start.
I am ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 1: name 3 of your favorite dishes.
For dishes, dal, any Mexican food, tacos, and sushi.
Okay. Question number 2: name 3 of your favorite music artists.
Stevie Wonder, Amy Winehouse, and Ariana Grande.
Cool. Question number 3: if you have the opportunity to collaborate with 3 people in music or film.
Oh my God. Can I choose 3 for film and 3 for music, or is it together?
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
3.
Oh my God. I would love to work with Damien Chazelle one day. He directed La La Land.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And he also directed Whiplash, I believe, which is my favorite movie of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would love to work with, oh my God. There's so many talented people out there. Scarlet Pleasure, the Danish band. I love them to death. Olivia Colman, I love her. I love Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
I love, oh my God. I love Ariana Grande's music. I've loved it since I was a kid. Yeah.
Okay.
How do I have any left? I feel like I just started
You've
mentioning.
named so many.
I did. That is such a hard question. Oh my God.
So question number 4, name 3 of your favorite songs.
3 of my favorite songs? There are so many songs in the world though. Damn it. Okay. Just the Two of Us and Ass by Stevie Wonder and
Time's ticking.
Something. It's a Victoria Monet song. We Might Be Falling in Love by Victoria Monet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 5, name 3 of your favorite movies.
Oh my God. Okay, Whiplash, La La Land, and Black Swan.
Okay. Name 3 of your favorite books.
Um, 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 I should really read more because I
Yeah.
don't read a lot actually.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I loved the Divergent books.
Yeah.
So I haven't read it since I was like 13 years old, but they're good. I love them. And 112 for Broken Hearts, I think, is also a good book. And oh my god,
He's
I don't
stuck. He's
know.
stuck.
Oh my
Two.
god.
All right, guys.
Yeah. Oh, I
No
don't
worries. No
know.
worries. 2 out of 3 is good. I think you probably know many books. It's just
I
that
do.
the names
Yeah.
are skipping your head right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm yeah.
All right. Question number 7. Name 3 of your favorite places you haven't been to, you haven't traveled to yet.
Like places I want to go to.
Yeah.
Australia. I really want to go to Australia. Scotland
Yeah.
and Australia, Scotland, and New Orleans.
Okay. What's special about New Orleans?
My dad and I we talked about like going on a road trip to New Orleans because it's like really like it has a lot of musical culture
Yeah.
and like jazz culture, and I grew up with like Motown jazz and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Hook up, guys. New Orleans in the
Yeah.
US, right?
Hook me up. I'll come.
You could get an acting gig even there.
I call me. I will show up tomorrow if that's what you ask of me.
She ready. She ready.
I'm ready.
All right, guys. Next question. Do you sleep on your side, belly, or on your back?
Oh, on my side, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I toss around during the night.
So, question number 9. On a rest day, do you prefer to stay indoors and relax or go out and have fun?
I prefer to stay indoors and sleep for like 12 hours.
Oh my goodness.
That's my rest day.
One thing I've never understood is how people can sleep for more than 7 hours.
You only sleep for 7 hours?
Yeah.
That's insane.
My body just wakes up automatically after 7 hours and I start looking at places.
Oh, no. I mean, that's also because my schedule is the way that it is. So I'm usually in a sleep deficit. So I usually have sleep to like make up for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I know some other people too, they're sleeping longer.
Yeah. Oh, like longer than 12 hours?
No, not longer than 12 hours.
That's insane.
That's insane. I mean, like 10 hours as well, 9 hours.
I mean, if you're really tired,
Yeah.
And
you don't wake up hungry or something like that?
Oh, I do wake up hungry. Like eating, sleeping, just like existing. I feel like the best rest day for me is just no plans. My only job that day is to exist and breathe. And then that's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, question number 10. What's one thing you hate most?
I hate closed-minded people. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 11. What is one thing you love most?
I love fresh bread with butter. I love it.
Fresh bread and can you cook?
I cannot cook whatsoever.
Oh. Wow.
Did I just expose myself? Oh my God. I will die a lonely cat lady. I cannot. I'm sorry. I can't cook. I cannot cook.
Why haven't you learned how to cook?
I don't know. I just haven't. I mean, I can do like spaghetti and like homemade pizza.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't really cook.
What is your mom saying about this? Doesn't she want to teach you how to cook?
No. I don't think so. I think she's good. I could never live up to my mom's cooking anyway. My mom's the best cook I know. So no one could live up to that. Not even gonna try.
Well, because I feel like if you have like kids one day or your husband or something, or you're living with a girl who's a partner too, maybe she might, you want to impress someone on the first date.
I'm not gonna be cooking on the first date. That is not going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll learn one day.
Yeah.
Today's not that day though. So yeah, I'm
Sadly,
good.
guys.
I know the basics.
Sadly, if you're a man or you're a woman, please, you gotta cook for her.
Yeah, you gotta cook for me.
With her busy schedule, when she back home, make her something to eat.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, question number 12. Name your top three role models.
I think my mom. Um, hmm. I have a lot of role models, but yeah, my mom and damn, my top three role models. I would say Ariana Grande because she was such a big part of my childhood,
Mhm.
and then think
Two out of three. Clock is ticking.
the clock
Guys,
is
we have just
ticking.
30 seconds, aren't don't we?
Oh my god, TikTok, TikTok.
Tick tock, tick tock.
And then I will say, damn, why is this so hard? My mom, Ariana Grande, and um, my dad. My parents and Ariana Grande. That was such an awful answer. That is such an. I
She gonna
prepared.
think about it tonight.
Literally, I'm gonna leave this interview today thinking, why on earth did you answer the way you answered? Yeah.
Well, think about it. So, question number 13. Name three best dating tips.
Best dating tips.
Yeah, three best dating tips a potential candidate needs to have in order to get you laid.
Okay, so like tips to like today me.
Yeah.
Open minded. That's like what I'm always going to say. Open minded. You have to be like I really love it when people are passionate about things
Yeah.
because like one of the things that I love to ask people on like a first date is like, so like what are your passions? What do you like to do? And
Yeah.
like the light they get in their eyes when they talk about things they're passionate about is so unique.
Mm.
So like have a passion that you really enjoy like telling about and talking about and be open minded to different ways of living and be open to like change and be um supportive and be forgiving and like large and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, on the first date, the guy has to be forgiving. He has to be passionate about something,
Yeah.
and he has to be
Like open minded.
open-minded.
Yeah. Also really good at communicating. Show me that you can have a conversation with me and I'm gonna be so much more interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If anyone's out there, you know,
you guys out there.
if anyone wants to cook for me, just let me know.
Plus the cooking too, guys.
Hello.
you know, chef something up.
Come
You
forth.
might know. Alrighty. So next question: if you have to go with one style, right?
One style.
One style, what will it be? A, traditional clothing. B, urban and streetwear. C, elegant and classic clothing. Or D, bikini and casual outfit.
I think urban. I wear
Urban and streetwear.
sweatpants 90% of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a specific reason for that?
I just don't really again priorities. I don't wear makeup ever. I do my nails and I love my jewelry and that's it. I don't have any routines. I don't know. I don't like morphing my face. I do realize that a lot of people really enjoy makeup and they're so like welcome to do that. But for those of you out there who know me personally,
Yeah.
you will know that I show up in sweatpants 90% of the time. Like not for an interview like today, but like for school, for like yeah, I rarely ever buy clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. That's cool though. But do you think what do you think? What is your opinion about makeup? Do you think it's better if you have a daughter to do makeup or
If I have a daughter one day, that's up to her, but for me personally, I don't want the beauty community to feel attacked in any way at all. I admire your ability to do it. I just can't replicate it. I remember when I went to high school, as I said, I was a loser. So like I tried different things to fit in and to up my confidence a little bit, but I feel like every time I put on makeup in the morning, went to school, I got home, I removed it, and it's like the phrases like, oh, I have to put on makeup, like, or I I can't go out looking like a zombie. Like, you don't look like a zombie. Like, you look beautiful. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't. Yeah, it just wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for me. It's good for some people, and yeah, like
Yeah.
it's just not. It's my personal preference. Like even when I'm out clubbing, I don't wear makeup. I literally once, oh my god, I once went clubbing in sweatpants
Yeah.
and no makeup. I literally got into, I don't know how on earth I got into a club dressed like that.
Well, that's life.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I just, yeah, I don't
You
know.
felt like they were gonna stop you at the door.
Yeah, no, that happens in Copenhagen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you get dress coded. So
Yeah?
how I got in, I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, like beauty just isn't my passion. Yeah.
It does.
Embrace your art form if you want to do makeup, but also embrace your natural face. Embrace like what you feel comfortable with. Yeah.
True. So, last one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 cards right here.
Okay.
What you have to do is on these cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have the names of 3 artists,
Okay.
right? And you're supposed to pick 1 card and name 3 songs by this artist.
Oh my god.
Right?
Okay.
So,
Okay, I'll choose the middle one.
middle one.
Taylor Swift.
You show the camera?
Taylor
Let's
Swift.
see.
I fortunately know a lot of Taylor songs.
Yeah.
So we have Blank Space. We
Yeah.
have Look What You Make Me Do. We have 22. That was 3 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing, guys.
I love Taylor.
she knows her craft, you know. She's well versed. Thank you so much, Maria.
You're
We're at
welcome.
the end of the show right now, and if there's anything else on your mind, you know, I always give the guests like 2 minutes or a minute to put in 2 sentences if there's anything on your mind.
Respect your own boundaries, show yourself unconditional love, and learn to forgive yourself when you mess up, and when you need rest. I'm going to leave you with that.
You know, I really enjoyed every part of this conversation with Maria, guys. I hope you did too at home. You know, by all means, comment. By all means, like the video and share with your friends. All right? So, one most important thing, do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. All right? Because this information needs to be shared. You know, I was really proud to sit down with Maria today. She's very open-minded, and she didn't hold back a lot of things which most people are going to hold back, right? Thank you so much for coming, Maria.
Thank you for having me. It was really, really nice.
Pleasure.